Yo, welcome back to another NBA 2K22 Resimulation Series episode where we resimulate from 2009. We're now here in 2016 offseason, and there's been a lot of big changes. First off, we've simulated 7 seasons, right? The first 6, the Thunder won every championship with KD winning every single Finals MVP, so that was stale as hell. Saw a whole lot of movement in the league, but no one could push him off. The Thunder also had Amari Stoudemire, which they gained like the 3rd or 4th year, so rest in peace to the rest of the league, right? And then last year, Blake Griffin and the LA Clippers upset the Thunder in the conference championship, and they went on to win the finals against, I think it was the Nets. I think it was the Brooklyn Nets and Kyrie Irving, who they now have, as who Blake Griffin took down. Definitely a nice episode back there. Almost a 3-0 lead blown in the finals, by the way. But nonetheless, here we are in the 2016 offseason after a roller coaster of a ride. And we'll see if the Thunder are able to bounce back. As you see, Kevin Garnett is out of the league. Tim Duncan retires from the Grizzlies, 88 overall. Richard Lewis gone. Elton Brand from the Nets retires after a devastating Game 7 finals loss. You got Richard Jefferson retiring. Yao Ming finally out of the league, staying here way longer than you'd expect. And David West is gone here in 2016, and those are the really notable names besides maybe Haslam retiring early. And we're going to go into see who's into the Hall of Fame. Of course, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, both retire the same year. 2 of the greatest power forwards of all time. Kevin Garnett gets his jersey retired with the T-Wolves, but Tim Duncan does not with the Spurs. I guess it's because he left. I don't know. Maybe it's because he left and went to the Rockets and the Grizzlies, and maybe there was some controversy, but regardless, he is not going to be retired into the Spurs. Let's look at an ESPN update. And apparently Ben Simmons is getting traded to the Nets for James Harden. That's tough as fuck. Oh my gosh. Let me know if you want to see a video on that. Go ahead and drop it down below. Wow. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to try not to think about that for the continuation of this recording. I'm going to skip to the draft lottery. Like what, dude? James Harden and Joel Embiid? That's like Kobe and Shaq. Like that's the closest modern day comparisons to Kobe and Shaq. That's nuts. That's going to be a nuts duo, especially if James Harden can turn up back to his MVP form. Oh my goodness. Isn't Joel like the front runner for MVP right now? Something like he's definitely top 3 for MVP. That's ridiculous. Anyways, let me try to dial back in. Suns, Trailblazers, and Lakers get the 1, 2, and 3 spot. I know all 3 of those teams are bad. The Trailblazers are the only team out of those 3 with any type of potential, so hopefully they'll be able to draft good and turn their narrative around. My Rockets get the 5th pick, and it's been like a week or 2, maybe 3 weeks since I've recorded the last episode, so I'm gonna be a little bit shaky on the past stuff, but I'll try to, remember everything that was going on in the league at this point. And we are in the 2016 NBA draft. Ironically, this is actually hella ironic. Ben Simmons was supposed to go number 1 in this draft. Let me go ahead and look at the drafts, not the summary, the prospect scouting. Ben Simmons is the top graded prospect, consensus number 1 in there. Like it wasn't even close. He is the consensus. He is going number 1 in this draft. You have him, then Brandon Ingram, Jaylen Brown, Buddy Hield, Jamal Murray in this class, Thon Maker, back when he was supposed to be a big deal, Taurean Prince, and Denzel Valentine, and off of reading it, Karis LeVert is a kind of big name. Those are the only ginormous names that I see out of this draft class, but those are still some big ones, right? I'm over here looking on my computer like I don't have it right in front of me. But regardless, Ben Simmons is going to be going to whoever got the first pick. Who is it? The Suns? He's going to be going to the Suns, and the rest is going to be the entertaining part. And with the first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns get Brandon Ingram. Why? He was like a 78. Ben Simmons was like a B overall. Someone needs to consult their scouts on that Suns team. Wow, so the Suns get Brandon Ingram, and the Trailblazers now on the clock. Ben Simmons available, so of course they capitalize. So Ben Simmons is moving to the Blazers, after just getting traded in real life, like right now in my time. This video will probably go up sometime. I guess I'll have to post it tonight or tomorrow since all this Ben Simmons junk is coming out. Jaylen Brown goes to the Lakers. I don't think their team is good at all anymore. I don't remember it being good at all. I know Kobe's gone, Powell's gone. Pretty much everything that you would want from the Lakers is not there. And of course, Brandon Ingram doesn't go to the Lakers in this one. Jaylen Brown does instead, which, you know, about even. I think they're both same caliber player, and the Wizards get some random dude, Archie Will. I don't know who that is. I don't think he's a real player. I have no idea. Anyways, we're gonna go on to my Rockets, number 5, the 5th pick. They're gonna get Chris Dunn. Meh. They've been trashed the whole thing, so I mean, I expect them to continue to pick trash. Hendrik Johansson, a bunch of question marks on some of these picks. I think these are a lot of auto-generated guys. Hernandez does not ring a bell. Weird. I don't know why they're all getting picked at the top. Scott Wade. Who? I mean, they still got Buddy Hield, Jamal Murray, Domantas Sabonis on the board. Denzel Valentine. I don't know why they're going to all these auto-generated guys so early. Marquise Chris. But regardless, I mean, maybe this is the Malcolm Brogdon also in this draft. This is the year where some of the back or the middle ranked guys are gonna get the good players. And the 9th pick, Domantas Sabonis, finally goes off to the Hornets. Finally, don't see an auto-generated guy. That was weird. We haven't had that all series. We've been seeing, you know, I'm using the same creator for every draft class, but I guess this one's just a little weak. As we move on to number 10, and the Pacers are on the clock, and they're going to trade their pick for Boris Diaw. I accidentally clicked off it. For the Rockets move up and pick Buddy Hield. That's a good 10th overall pick. At least the Rockets make some type of winning move. When did Buddy Hield go in real life? 6th, that's right. So he goes a little bit later, and they're able to take advantage, and it looks like those are all of the super significant picks. I know there are still some guys on the board, though, so we'll try to look at them. Malcolm Brogdon goes to the Mavericks here in 2016. Anyway, sorry, I got a phone call. Marquise Chris goes to the Sixers. Karis LeVert to the Pelicans. Thon Maker to the Thunder. Good thing he's only a 71. Hopefully he doesn't progress into being a beast. Luke Carabot to the Jazz, and those are all the notable names of the 2016 draft. I don't think I noticed anyone going to their true team, so definitely a lot of mix-ups. And the GOAT, oh my gosh, Ryan Anderson enters free agency unrestricted, looking to sign with a new team, expecting $40 million. Yeah, right. Remember, the Rockets were paying him 17, and I was pissed. Anthony Davis up here as a restricted free agent. I forgot what team he was with. I guess I can check here. Boston, that's right. Yeah, so he's coming off of, 25 points last game, 25, 10, and 3, 50% from the field. Yeah, he's a demon. So he should definitely get that payday. You got Andre Drummond up here, Dion Waiters, Bradley Beal from the Hornets. Forgot where a lot of these guys have been. Avery Bradley from the Hawks. So definitely a lot of ginormous names into free agency. See if any teams change, and I'll see y'all at the beginning of next season. All right, here we are with the big free agent signings. Patrick Mills signs a 3-year deal with the Bucks, along with Kendrick Perkins. Must be a bum because he's only getting $2 million a year. Anthony Bennett, the the knockoff one, re-signing with the Spurs after his short tenure with, I think it was the Jazz. Evan Turner re-signs with the Grizzlies, 3-year, $51 million deal. Isaiah Thomas re-signing with the Hawks, $4 million a year. Looks like he might actually be getting PT over there. Jeremy Lamb gives the Nuggets a trade piece, 2 years, $21 million. Probably just going to get traded. Tristan Thompson signing with the Suns. Jonas Valanciunas re-signing with the Pels. Jamal Crawford to the Spurs. Jimmy Butler signs a 2-year, $20 million deal with the Sixers. He hasn't really progressed into what he should be. He's only making $10 million a deal for a reason, as the Cavs re-signed Joe Johnson to try to compete. You got the Grizzlies signing Wesley Matthews to a massive contract. Goran Dragic re-signing with the Knicks as well. Danny Granger getting about $8 million a year to re-sign with the Lakers. CJ Miles re-signs with the Jazz. Kyle Korver gets a 2-year, $20 million deal with the Blazers, and DJ Augustine gets a $10 million a year deal with the Lakers. So I guess they're actually making a little bit more for themselves in this one. Wayne Ellington signs a 2-year Jazz 2-year deal with the Jazz, and it looks like the goated Ryan Anderson, 4 years, $163 million to go to the Warriors. And I'm sorry, Warriors, I'll tell you that much. Rodney Stuckey re-signs with the Bulls. Chris Middleton stays with the Knicks. Andre Drummond re-signs with the Jazz. Got Terrence Ross moving to re-signing with the Sixers. Huge deal there. Anthony Davis re-signing with the Celtics, and so does Harrison Barnes. And the Hornets retain Avery Bradley. Bradley Beal, Avery Bradley re-signs with the Hawks. Gallinari re-signing with the Mavs, Bynum to the Wizards, and honestly, not a lot of the bigger names moving. All the big names look to have re-signed, but I guess that's what happens when you have bird rights, right? So we're gonna go ahead and look at the contenders for this 2017 season, as we start with the Nets. Kyrie Irving, Brook Lopez, and Darren Williams is their big three, and they can definitely compete with that team. We just saw it last year. You got the Pistons, we got DeMarcus Cousins and Kawhi Leonard as a power duo there. You got the Rockets actually have a chance. Just kidding. They only have Dwight Howard on the whole team. Failed to build around him. So Dwight Howard's ruining his career with the Rockets again. And here are your Thunder, your number one contenders, really. Got 99 KD, 94 James Harden, a 90 Russell Westbrook, and an 86 Jeff Green, followed by an 84 Serge Ibaka. Stoudemire, like I was saying, was going to happen, is getting way overpaid here in his later year since he signed that massive deal in his prime. So I guess towards the tail end of his prime. So maybe the Thunder can start falling apart because of that deal. You also got the Warriors up and coming with Steph Curry and now Ryan Anderson, who's actually supposed to be good. That 3-point team, that is the new Splash Brothers. I mean, they're going to be able to monster some threes. And here's the real Splash Brother, Klay Thompson, has a chance with Gordon Hayward and Marvin Williams if they can, get the right opponents. Also a Splash trio here, a bunch of 3-point shooters. And here are your Bulls, now only have Derrick Rose. Joakim Noah has regressed, and really the team does not have competitive chances. Same with the Cavs, who may have CJ McCollum, but is not good enough. Joe Johnson is regressing even after re-signing, and LeBron James, who still hasn't won an NBA Finals, is pretty much throwing away his career again. He's an A+3 in this one. Oh my gosh, imagine. The Celtics kind of have a chance. They got AD, Rudy Gobert, and Rajon Rondo, a big three. Not as good as the Thunder, right? But, if they get a good simulation series, then maybe they'll be able to push it through. As you see, your reigning NBA champion, Los Angeles Clippers, up in here with DeMar DeRozan, and I guess an Eric Gordon. Doesn't really count as a big three, really just a duo. Of course, the Warriors win this in real life, and they really only have 2 players there, so maybe the Clippers have a chance to repeat as we go over to the Grizzlies, who just lost Tim Duncan, and all they have now is Paul George. Their team is crumbling after the loss of Dwight Howard, and the Hawks kind of have a competitive chance. 4-time reigning DPOY Josh Smith on the squad. Your Heat is a really good contender. If they could just build around Beasley, Wade, and Anthony, they'd be better, but too bad. Wade is regressing, 35 years old now, and still has 3 years, $131 million left on his contract while he's regressing. Let me go see how it looks every year. They're going to be paying him $46.7 million when he's 37, and he's going to be like an 80 overall. The Heat are not winning a chip. It's just not going to happen. You got Jimmy Fredette and Bradley Beal on the Hornets trying to compete. The Jazz have actually made a decent roster after being a Cinderella story. You got Andre Drummond, Kevin Love, and Terrence Williams. Definitely not favorites, but they have a chance. You got the Kings with Chris Bosh and John Wall have a chance. The Knicks might even pop in there. Mike Conley, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Karl Anthony Towns on that team, followed by JJ Redick. And the Lakers are awful. I guess Pau Gasol's still in the league, but he's the only player on the whole team. And yeah, those are your contenders, and even some of them were really not contenders. So that's what it's shaping up like going into the 2017 season, and I'll catch you guys at the NBA Awards. Here we are at the 2017 NBA Awards, and Blake Griffin takes home the MVP instead of Russell Westbrook. He's had like 3 of them anyways, so he's had his fair share. Blake Griffin trying to make a statement, says, hey, we want to win back-to-back. He drops 28, 13, and 5, a steal on the season as well. He's 52% from the field, 40% from 3-point range, and 88% from free throw. He was almost in the 50-40-90 club. Blake Griffin Griffin shooting lights out. Ben Simmons, rookie of the year with his Trailblazers team. 18 points, 8 rebounds, and only 6 assists. 1.3 steals and a half of a block as well. He's only shooting 50%, and of course, 0% from 3. His numbers were okay. I mean, 50% if you're not taking threes is meh. You know what I mean? It's like average. Free throw percentage is awful, so really his season wasn't that great, but I guess the points make up for it. And Trace Gary, a 6th man of the year, whoever the hell that guy is. Josh Smith wins his 5th straight defensive player of the year. Phenomenal. I'm done reacting like it's not a surprise, because it's not a surprise. Or reacting like it is a surprise, because it's not. Dennis Schroeder, most improved player. Okay. It was supposed to be Giannis in this year, but I guess this is not his breakout year anymore. Here we are moving into the All-NBA first team. We got Curry, Kyrie, Blake Griffin, Davis, and Cousins. Nothing surprising there. Maybe the Cousins one. I forgot when he started becoming bad. I think he was hurt all of 2017. I think this is when he was on the Pelicans, if I can remember right. But he does make the first team with his non-former teammate, Anthony Davis. All-NBA second team, you see Westbrook, KD, and Braun get forced back to the second team. I don't know how Braun made the second team with how stacked, with how awful his team was, and how good he is. But regardless, no surprising names there. Third team, Derrick Rose gets pushed down to the third team. This Marion Manis guy actually ends up being something. Carmelo Anthony in the third team as well, along with Dwight Howard, who again probably should have been higher with how bad his team was. But regardless, the first team of defense, Dwayne Wade makes it, no surprise there on any of that. Rajon on the second team, nothing else too surprising. Maybe KD being on the defensive team's kind of awkward. But looking at the rookies, you got Ben Simmons, Brandon Ingram, Jaylen Brown, Buddy Hield, and Chris Dunn on the first team. Nothing surprising. And the second team is a huge drop-off. Domantas Sabonis did make it, though, on the Hornets. And we're going to go into the 2017 NBA Finals, where, of course, the Dynasty Warriors won it this year. But probably not going to happen. Maybe they do pull it out. We're going to go see if there's any trades happening through the season last year. Wesley Matthews and George Hill get swapped. Davis Bertans and Wilson Chandler. Jared Wallace and Jameer Nelson also getting moved. Zach Randolph, David Lee for Carlos Boozer in a first. That's a huge trade. The Rockets moving Mo Williams for Alton Payne. Serge Ibaka getting traded by the Thunder for Brandon Jennings and Blake Schultz. That's a blockbuster trade. So you look down here, Kendrick Perkins and Antoine Chandler getting moved. The Knicks trade LaMarcus Aldridge for Derek Favors and Roy Hibbert. The Cavs trying to compete, get another superstar, trying to make a push for these finals. And the Heat trade Michael Beasley for Pau Gasol. They want to win it now. The Heat also making a blockbuster move. Raptors moving Patrick Patterson to the Spurs now. Roy Hibbert got traded here from the Pelicans to the Cavs. But he got traded. Okay, wait. Let me follow this Roy Hibbert transaction, but it's kind of hard to follow. Roy Hibbert gets traded from the Nuggets to the Pelicans here for Nick Young. And then Roy Hibbert gets traded from the Pelicans to the Cavs here. So the Cavs also get Roy Hibbert, and I thought I saw him up here. And here, the Cavs trade Roy Hibbert for LaMarcus Aldridge. So Roy Hibbert gets traded 3 times in the same season. What team did he end up with? The Knicks? I mean, the Knicks are good. So did they make the playoffs? They did. Roy Hibbert on the move. I want to look at his player card. I mean, it says just Denver to New York, but we know he was with way more teams. It's hard to draw points when man can't play any games because he's always on the move. Yeah, he played 82 games and started 24. He probably could have played like 84, 85 games with how many times he moved. I'm going to go ahead and simulate through the first round and see who makes it out and see if there's any surprises. The Detroit Pistons, who were young and up and coming, but really haven't showed any promise in a while, are now eliminated. You got the Jazz, the Cinderella Jazz, eliminated when they're actually good. Roy Hibbert goes home after, probably wanting to go home, spending all the time on the road. You got the Sixers being eliminated. The Spurs gone. They're not that good anyways. The Nuggets are eliminated. Young and up and coming team. Pelicans gone. LeBron James eliminated from the first round yet again. I'm not surprised. That's been the whole story of his entire career, is he can get nothing going in the playoffs. He's no longer really one of the greats like you want him to be. We have the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Golden State Warriors. Definitely the matchup of the second round. Huge matchup there. The team that's supposed to win it this year, and the Warriors who won it in real life, and then the team who's probably the favorites to win it in this simulation going at it. And you got the Clippers and the Mavericks. The Mavericks only have Dirk. I didn't even show them as contenders at the beginning of the video because they really weren't. But the Clippers are going to make it to the second round for another year. And you have Brooklyn taking on Orlando. I'm pretty sure Orlando is awful, so Brooklyn should be able to take that one. And then Washington with Klay Thompson going against the Big Three in Miami. That's going to be a good series. We're going to go ahead and simulate to this conference championship games or conference final games as Klay Thompson goes home to the Heat team. Orlando Magic, of course, they're awful. The Clippers, reigning NBA champions, lose to Dirk Nowitzki, and that's pretty much it. And the Thunder, they're out of here. The Warriors make a statement win in the second round in 7 games, and the Thunder are going home early for the second straight year. And KD dropped 40 in game 7, and they still couldn't win the game. 40 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists. When you drop that stat line with KD, and you also have Harden and Westbrook on the team, and they didn't even do awful, and they still lost. That's incredible. And it's all because of this man, Stephen Curry. Popped off for 52, 7 and 8 with 5 steals. He hit 8 3-pointers on the night. Oh my gosh. How was Ryan Anderson? I hope awful. Nah, he actually had a pretty decent game. Wow. So the Warriors win it, and the seeding is 4-6, 4-6 on both sides. The highest seed remaining is 4. That's incredible. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at the matchups. The Heat have Lou Williams, Dwayne Wade, Melo, Pau Gasol, and Solomon Jones. And they're going against the Nets with Kyrie Irving, Austin Rivers, Trevor Ariza, PJ Tucker, and Brook Lopez. That is one hell of a matchup. I don't even know who the favorite is. It's close. I mean, the Heat have they have a better big 3, but the Nets have a better top 2 players, right? And then a better depth. So that's gonna be a really fun matchup. And of course, this one we're expecting the Warriors to pull out on top, given the Mavericks roster. But maybe Dirk pulls it out. The Warriors have Curry and Andre Bargnani. Looks like Monte Ellis as well. Ryan Anderson appears to be injured. And the Mavericks hold Dirk Nowitzki, and that's really it. Maybe Tyreek Evans and Danilo Gallinari you can bring up. But yeah, I mean, this should be a Warriors game or Warriors series to win. We're going to see if they can do it. And wow, the Mavericks are up 3-0 in the Western Conference Finals against the Warriors. You have on this other side Kyrie taking a 2-1 lead, and we're gonna see what happens here. Actually, we don't need a simcast if they're blowing them out. We're gonna go ahead and simulate just one game, and the Warriors do take it, and it's gonna be 3-1 on both sides. The Nets up 3-1 against the Heat, and the Mavericks up 3-1 against the Warriors. The Heat have not been able to have anything going for them this entire series, so we're going to see if they can pull out on top this time. They do get a win here in Game 5. Game 5 in the West now, and the Warriors win their second straight game, and we're going to Game 6 on both sides. It is time for a simcast. Hopping into it here. Looks like the first quarter of this game is pretty tight, marching down into halftime, and the Heat have a 15-point advantage. And in the fourth quarter, it's only a 10-point difference, but the Heat have control of this game, and the Nets are trying to tighten the gap. Now only a 4-point game with 5 minutes left to go. We're gonna go ahead and sim all the way down to the last few. 3 minutes left. 5.2-point game with 3 minutes left to go, and we're gonna jump in and watch this banger. Here we are, Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Austin Rivers looking to pass it in. Let me change this camera angle. Here we are. Still not the greatest, but it'll do. We pass it out to Davis. He's able to drive in, get inside the paint. He's going to go up with it and not able to get it to go, but Brook Lopez gets the putback, and it is a tie game with 3 minutes left to go. And after a miss from Dwayne Wade, the Nets are looking to take the lead. Darren Williams with the ball, sizing up Dwayne Wade, getting a pick and going up strong to the basket, and he gets fouled. And Darren Williams goes 2 for 2 at the line. Brooklyn now with a 2-point lead with 2.5 minutes left to go in this game. And Lou Williams is taking it up, passing it down to Trey Lyles, gets himself into the paint, pulls a move, and gets the basket to go. Tie game, 2 minutes left. Austin Rivers taking the ball up the court, sizing up Lou. Rivers takes a pick from Brook Lopez and has a lane. And one. He cannot be stopped. They have Pau Gasol, right? That's who that is? Yeah, that's definitely Pau Gasol. And we have Austin Rivers at the line for the and one, but he misses. Darius Leonard with the rebound, and Lou Williams is going to take the ball up the court, pass it up to, I really don't know who that is, Lyles, I think it is, number 41. Lou Williams back on the wing. He's going to take the screen from, I think that's Myers Leonard. Can't find him, but he does hit the corner, and Lyles misses the shot. Leonard goes back up with it strong, and offensive rebounding has been the story of the past 3 minutes of this, or the last 3 minutes of this game. It is tied in Miami. Brooklyn looking to go to the NBA Finals. Austin Rivers taking a screen from Brook Lopez, and he's going all the way. Doesn't get the foul call this time, though. Brooklyn up 2, a minute and a half left to go in this one. Dwayne Wade taking the ball up the floor, sizing up against Austin Rivers. He gets a screen from Leonard, tries to look for a lane, he doesn't have it, dribbles through, takes an awful shot, and of course misses that. Tayshaun Prince with the rebound, and he's pushing it up. Tayshaun looks for Austin Rivers, he looks like he has a step, has to pass out of the double team. Tayshaun Prince goes up strong, and he misses. He misses, and Leonard gets the rebound. We're pushing it up, Dwayne Wade with the ball, and he gets stopped. Lou Williams taking the ball inside, floats it out to Leonard, who shoots it up and misses. The Heat with the chance to take the lead, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it is in Nets possession. 50 seconds left to go in Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals. It looks like Austin Rivers is going to take the ball up instead of Darren, sizing up Dwayne Wade in the process. Rivers is going to take a screen from Brook, finds another lane. They've left that man wide open. He has like 6 points in the paint, and the Heat are forced to take a timeout with 37 seconds remaining. Big possession here in Game 6. The Heat almost have to score in order to have a chance to go to the NBA Finals. Dwayne Wade takes the ball inside, and he's blocked. He's not able to get his own rebound. Brook Lopez with a ginormous block. And now they're going to have to send Austin Rivers to the free throw line, and he hits. No, just kidding. He misses the first one. Austin Rivers putting the second one up, and he misses that one as well. He's going to give the Heat a chance to stay in this game. Lou Will taking the ball up. Lou Williams driving into the paint. Can't find a lane. Blocking foul. Brook Lopez. Could have been a charge, but the ref saw it the other way, and Lou Will is going to the line for a chance to stay in this game. The first one up and in. 3 points in Miami. The second shot, he needs this one, and he makes it. 2-point game. Brooklyn up. 13 seconds left. Brooklyn looking to pass it in. Of course, Miami has to foul here. They foul. I think that was Darren Williams. It is, and Darren Williams is going to the line. 2 free throws could ice this one, and he makes the first one. 3-point game. Huge free throw here for Darren Williams. Sizes up the basket. Shoots his shot, and he misses. He misses the game-winning free throw, and the Heat are going to have a chance to tie the game with 12 seconds left, trying to force a Game 7. Here we are, last chance to force a Game 7, or will the Heat be going home? They pass it in to clutch Dwayne Wade for Stauskas, and he misses it. What an awful shot. He just forces it up. And Myles Leonard is forced to foul, and Brook Lopez is 1 free throw away from winning this game, and he hits it. And all signs are pointing to the Brooklyn Nets going to their second straight NBA Finals. They need a 3. Stauskas puts it up and misses, and that's the game. 129-124, and Brooklyn is advancing to the NBA Finals. And here we are, another series that could be just as interesting. Game 6, Warriors versus Mavericks. And the Mavericks have a decisive lead in the first quarter, but the Warriors able to bounce back and make it almost an even game at halftime, entering the fourth quarter, and the Mavericks have a 2-point lead, trying to hold on to it. Game coming down to the wire, 3 minutes left. It's a 1-point game. I'm gonna go just a few more seconds and then jump in. 1 minute, 47 seconds left, 1-point game, and we're jumping in, baby. Here we are, 1 minute, 47 seconds left in Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. Nowitzki looking to make a play on his career. Pass it down low to Tyreek and back out to Nowitzki, who gets his coveted mid-range shot. And he's going to take the lead with 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining. It only took 7 seconds for the Mavericks to get a beautiful shot. Probably the best shot they could ask for besides a wide-open layup. That's Dirk from mid-range, and they're going to take the lead. Curry and the Warriors yet to win a finals yet, and they want to take advantage of this Mavs team. The Thunder eliminated, of course, and Curry's gonna size up, take it to the right side to get an open pop on the right side of the baseline. He's gonna make it in. Warriors up 1. Tyreke Evans with the ball, driving in on Monte Ellis and takes the shot up and misses. Ellis with the rebound. It's weird seeing him still in the league. Ellis is taking it up, sizing up Evans with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Looks inside to Ellis, who gets a nice shot. Ellis with back-to-back nice plays on defense, then on offense. And the Warriors are up 3, looking to force a Game 7. And here, Tyreke Evans sizes up, takes the screen. He had a lane but didn't take it. He's going to take the screen to his right this time. Take it all the way, passes it out to Mac, who knows it's good. He turns around before the shot goes in. And just like that, it's a tie game in Dallas. 49 seconds left. The Warriors, with a chance to take the lead, have the ball, pass it out to Bembry, to Nurkic, back to Curry, getting a screen. He's going to take it and chuck one up and miss it. That's a shot we're used to seeing Curry hit, but he misses it this time, and the Mavs are taking it up. Who is that? What a shot, though, but he misses. Bargnani gets the rebound, and they're back on the push. Bembry with the ball, passes it down to Nurkic. Nurkic goes up strong, and he hits it. 2-point game with the Warriors lead. 21 seconds left to go in this one, and the Mavs are going to have a chance to take the lead or tie it up. Inbound to Tyreke Evans. He's going to size up Monte Ellis and have a lane and blow the layup to tie it. That one could have given them a chance to go to the NBA Finals, but Tyreke Evans blows the layup. He says, "My bad," well, duh. And right here, Nurkic has a chance to win it all, but he misses. Humphries to Len, back up to Mac, who shoots it and doesn't hit this one. 6 seconds left, they have to foul. And the Golden State Warriors with a chance to go to the finals, but they missed the first free throw. This one should decide it all. Bembry with the shot, and it's also off. The Dallas Mavericks have 3 seconds to get it down the field to Tyreke to make up for it. But Tyreke misses both of his shots and opportunities to tie the game. And the Golden State Warriors force a Game 7 after being down 3-0 in the Western Conference Finals. Here we are, Game 7. This series even somehow better than the last one, and the Warriors take a 11-point lead in the first, and it looks like they want to run away with it, but the Mavs are just sticking with them. 3 minutes left to go in the fourth, and the Warriors have a 13-point lead, and they're going to take it. They're going to take it and get a 3-0 comeback on the Mavericks to force a NBA Finals appearance. What a couple of series that was. 4th seed coming on top in both of them. And your 2017 NBA Finals is the Golden State Warriors, led by Stephen Curry and Ryan Anderson, who is now healthy, by the way, against Kyrie Irving, Brook Lopez, and the Brooklyn Nets. They definitely have some injuries. I'm going to go peep at what they are. They have Trevor Ariza out. He fractured his left hand and he'll be out for the rest of the playoffs. That's the small forward they were missing. So that's a really big role player missing for them. Their 5th best player, but regardless, we're gonna go in, see how the series goes. Warriors take game 1 and game 2. They've won 7 straight now. They're up 3-0 against the Nets, looking to close it out, win the finals just like they did in real life, and they have a commanding lead at the end of the 3rd, and it looks like the Golden State Warriors are your 2017 NBA champions. The first championship of the series that actually holds true to real life. Steph Curry, your finals MVP, 25.5, 7-7 for the game. What a playoffs. That was one of the most entertaining playoffs that we've had. The Warriors sweep the Nets in the finals after coming back from 3-0 against the Mavericks, who gave the game away. Wow. So definitely more of this series to come. In the next episode, we're going to be rocking with the 2017 draft class, which includes Markelle Fultz, Lonzo Ball, Jason Tatum, Josh Jackson, De'Aaron Fox, Jonathan Isaac, Lauri Markkanen, Frank Ntilikina, Dennis Smith, just to name a few. Definitely a stacked 2017 draft class coming up, so stay tuned for that. Of course, we got the 2018 NBA Finals coming in the next episode as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.